Does anyone else not like being left alone with their thoughts? Yes, that's why Reddit's so popular. Yes, that's why cognitive behavioral therapy is one of the most common mental health treatments. It learns to recognize thoughts that aren't helping you and correct them. You may want to look into intrusive thoughts. These are thoughts that seemingly come from nowhere, with disturbing, negative tendencies like, oh, what if everyone hates me? At this point in my life, I really often recognize them as being out of my own thought process, like a second source of audio in my head, over which I'll be able to think, that's not something I would normally think if I wasn't upset about X. Doesn't stop me from spiraling into thought spirals every now and then too, though. Being able to be alone with yourself and your thoughts is the most important lesson of your life. Anywhere you go, the one thing you always bring is yourself. And it might not be today nor tomorrow, but someday you'll be alone with yourself and your mind, and there will be nowhere to go, and you will have to face yourself. So don't wait till it is too late and you are on your deathbed facing your inner demons. Learn to live comfortably with your thoughts, and read some Dostoevsky. Our mind can be a dangerous thing. I've probably been more harmful to myself than anyone else, because of my horrible overthinking habit. Also, I'm supposed to be studying now, but guess what led me here? Yeah, quarantine doesn't really help either. Constantly, my girlfriend will sometimes get upset at me because if I'm not talking to her or something, I always pull my phone out and read her Twitter. I do it to focus on literally anything else than my own mind. It may be uncomfortable, but it's a necessity. The good news is that everyone goes through it. There are stages in life where people have to grapple with issues they haven't considered before. Your sense of self, how you behave, the mistakes you've made, the people you've hurt, how you've been hurt by people, the future, uncertainty. It's a lot, and it's why emo post-punk is a thing. The teen years are usually when this hits, but any real challenge can trigger it. For a lot of people, going to university and having everything you've understood being revealed as inadequate or just wrong is a wrench that brings it on. But you need to do it. It's a mountain to get over, a jungle to hack through, the river to cross. If you don't go through it, you just stay where you are, and the longer you avoid it, the more it twists the psyche. We all have to do it, but this is literally what your friends, family and Reddit are for. Yes, I have to play a podcast when I sleep, otherwise I can't fall asleep because I distract myself by overthinking literally everything. Yep, I hate it. If I am alone, I almost always have music or the TV on. Silence is my worst enemy. Yeah, as an only child who dealt with a bit of neglect, my mom did it purposely and my dad working away like 5 days at a time, I learned to come up with my own worlds. I now get so stuck in these worlds that emotions I have towards people in these worlds come out in real life, and sometimes it feels real and I get stuck in these worlds. I hate it because all I do is question myself. Absolutely. My wife and I are together almost constantly. We even work together, on the rare occasion that she goes somewhere without me. I'm always excited at first. I usually make it about 30 minutes before I'm turning to assorted substances to quiet the thoughts. It's amazing what comes up when you run out of distractions. Same here, mate. I can't stand silence or being alone with my thoughts. It always ends up negative and tends to make me overthink or just recreate old thoughts to keep haunting me. I always have some kind of noise around me. If it's not my birds that keep distracting me, it'll be at least TV noises or music. Meditation helps to conquer this common struggle. Only when I'm high. You guys should try meditation. There's so many important things to do, or past bad experiences that still affects us that we bury by distracting ourselves with phones or games. I used to hate it and I live by myself, so it got really tough during some periods. But over a year and a half ago I took up meditation and it has been an extraordinary paradigm shift for my being. It helped me to realize that myself and the scene weren't separate, because that thought, feeling, sensation, the car motors outside my window, birds chirping and sun glistening are all contents of consciousness. Thoughts come and go just as you breathe in and breathe out. We have 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts a day. You don't need to count every blade of grass to know you are on a field. You aren't your thoughts, you are the one who is aware of them. In a world of temperance, it is true stillness to sit still with one's thoughts in an ever-changing world. FYI, meditation isn't an easy skill to learn, and I'm always still learning. That's the beauty of it. So please, if anyone wants any advice, give me a message. Sorry for the tangent. This is a symptom of self-awareness anxiety. Intrusive thoughts can be disruptive and unsettling, so we'd rather not deal with it by putting something on to keep ourselves distracted. Yes, the more I think, the worse I feel. That's why I have to listen to music and scroll Reddit all the time. If I'm left alone with my thoughts, I feel terrible. I try to avoid it, but when I do think to myself, I actually enjoy it. I don't know why I'm afraid of that. It generally isn't a bad experience.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. TooAfraidToAsk is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.